And the Wolverines have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement for them.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to scramble. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Worthy. Steps away to find some room. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they Gary, guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Still running at the 40. Flying out to the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. It's Worthy working that left side now. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent.
There he goes. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Wants to throw. It's Lawrence. With the catch, it's Meyer. On the move at the 30. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward. There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Worthy. Release to the back. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's awesome. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Kentucky right back to the line. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's awesome. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Dropping back, it's Worthy. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion. Next play.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Working the middle. It's complete.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, 3rd down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This will be huge right before the half.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. The defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Catch in the middle, it's Bloomberg. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. He'll start this drive firing. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And that's a live ball behind the line. They knocked him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down mark. Throw on 3rd and short. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Worthy. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Offense changing the play. Give to the running back. Running to Green. Turning it on. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bloomberg. Big play. Takes him into bus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. To throw, it's Lawrence. And the defense gets home with the pressure and knocking down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Punts it out of the air. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Wolverines! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Using the quick game. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Here's the handoff. Takes it past the marker. He steps out wide at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He's moving out of the pocket. Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Lawrence. Finds the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Grab behind the line. It's Bloomberg. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Bloomberg. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's got room. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Michigan. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Akbar.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Finds a little space. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try and take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Akbar. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Worthy. The quick out. That's the 20. He's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Kentucky going quickly. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Smashes through the tackle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down here in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast. So there was nowhere to go in the end zone there. That time having to check it down. A nice job by the defense rallying and making a tackle.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28.
Let's go!
They want that clock to run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll give it to the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down.
Phase 27 jump! Phase 27 jump!
Back to throw, it's Lawrence. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.